های گایز، چطورین بچه ها؟ مکانی هستم و خوش اومدین به پارت 1 بازی Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. قبل از شروع بازی یادتون نره که حتما چنل یوتیوب منو سابسکرایب کنین و زنگ نوتیفیکیشن رو فعال بکنین که هر وقت من ویدیو جدید آپلود کردم شماها مطلع بشین که بیاین اون ویدیو رو ببینید. توی کانال تلگرام منم اگه خواستین میتونین جوین بشین، لینکش تو دیسکریپشن هست و بریم سراغ بازی. خب اینجا اومدیم، همونطور که بهتون قولش داده بودم بریم Uncharted 2 رو با هم بازی بکنیم. مارکو پولو
What's going on? That's my blood. That's my blood. It's a lot of my blood. Oh God.
من یکم بد بازی میکنم، قبلا گفتم ولی حالا بازم تکرار همچنین این دفعه اینجا چی کار میکرد؟ بریم شانس نمیخورد بهم، باید بریم بالا.
It's okay. It's okay. Come on.
فکر نکنم بالا باشه. نه همون بالا اومدم. نسید بگی باش بکنم من کجا برم؟ این برم جوی نوجوریه. کجا بود رفتنه که این بیفته پایین. همونطور که داشتم گفتم من شاید کنم که شوفرم مشکل داره، زیاد نمیتونم زیاد دید مستقیم و حرکت مستقیم نمیتونم بچم. من مستقیم دارم. بعدی Uncharted چیه بچه ها؟ اینکه خودش دیدش رو تعیین میکنه. لیو که بود سوال قناریه.
Buy me a drink, sailor.
Harry Flynn? Hey!
شاید توی آن
The hell are you doing here?
I'm looking for you, mate.
Uh-oh. Should I be flattered or worried?
Maybe a bit of both. Come here. I've got a job for us.
Really?
The client is willing to part with a huge sum of cash if we acquire a certain object for him.
All right, I'm listening.
Now, you're not gonna like this.
Oh, no. No, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, you just hear me out for a second.
Flynn, we both know two people who were killed trying to lift something out of this
And
place.
one who made it out.
Yeah, barely.
Can't do this without you, Drake. You're the only one who's cracked it, and you know better than anyone it's a two-person job.
No. 3, actually.
Right. And speak of the devil, here she comes now.
What?
Chloe Fraser.
Nate. Drake. Nathan. Drake.
اسمش کلویه.
Hello, Harry.
Chloe here's one of the best drivers in the business. She'll take good care of us.
I bet.
Right, look. I've got it all figured out. Going through the sewer.
Loving it so far?
That puts us in the courtyard. From there, we scale up the wall, run across the rooftops, and just drop down into the exhibit hall. Bob's you up. And what is worth all this trouble, I hear you ask?
I didn't, but go ahead. But that's it. An oil lamp.
Yeah.
It's worthless. I don't get it.
Neither do we. That's why we tracked you down.
Well, it sounds like you're working for a nutcase. Some collector who's got too much time and money on his hands. And by the way, this is not worth any of it.
But there's more. How's your 13th century Latin, mate?
Where'd you get this?
Borrowed it from the files of the nutcase.
In Trebizond, we were set upon by thieves. Father, Maffeo, and I were robbed of our greatest treasures. This was written by Marco Polo.
Yes, that much we were able to work out.
Unfortunately, the rest of it's nonsense.
Hey, hold on. So that it should not fall into the wrong hands, I concealed my great sorrow in the unlikeliest place. The light of the great Khan shelters the fate of the 13.
See what I mean? It's just gibberish.
He's talking about the lost fleet.
Yeah.
I know, someone want to fill me in?
Marco Polo leaves China with 600 passengers and 14 ships loaded down with treasure from Kublai Khan. And he lands in Persia a year and a half later with only 1 ship left and only 18 passengers. Now, he recorded every detail of his journey, but he never told what happened to all those ships and the passengers.
So somewhere out there are 13 ships loaded with the Emperor's treasure waiting to be found.
Yeah, and that is what your client is after. Hey, look at this lamp. It's covered in Mongolian script. It must have been a gift from Kublai Khan.
The light of the great Khan shelters the fate of the
13.
Marco Polo hid something inside this lamp. Something that pinpoints the site of the lost fleet.
So, we're digging this guy out, right?
Damn straight.
Absolutely. You in then?
What the hell? I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Uncharted 1 رو ببینید. من نفهمیدم چی شد، کدومش خواب؟ جاییه که فکرم قطار سوار اصلا بود داخل آنچارتد یه حالت هم توی گنج مانند هست. من کجا برم؟ این طرف همین طرف تیرش
Of course it's locked. It's always locked. Karma's a bitch.
مامانا بزنمش منفجر شد پشتش. اون طرف که نیست. چی شد با خودی کرد؟ همین طرف. کجا برم اینجا؟ که همچین دیدشش رو خودش تنظیم کنه خیلی ناشوره. یه بار اون بر اوف نزدیک بود. اونو خاطی کرد. خیلی شد. چیکار کنم اینجا نیست؟ کجاست؟ شاید اینطوری برم حالا. بودم همونه که این بیرون. خسته نباشم خودم تبریک میگم ولی درست بکنم. اوف بعد برم خدا یا پایین رفتم پایین کلا آدم فکر کنم یه چیزی رو بگیره همه که فرچه پایین برو جلو دیگه. فکر کردم پایینش سخت است.
You sure you're up for this? Feel a lot better if I had a gun. We won't need them. A little insurance, that's all.
Flynn, they're just museum guards. We have their patrols all mapped out. Relax.
Relax. Relax. Have you ever been in a Turkish prison, mate? If we get caught, they will lock us up and throw away the sodding key. You do realise that, don't you?
Better than you do.
Well, you may fancy that kind of thing, but I don't. Can't afford to make any mistakes.
Yeah, and we won't.
We're here.
مادن دوزی میکنه.
This way. So what do we do if they switch the patrols?
Figure it out as we go.
We cannot fumble our way through this.
I don't fumble, I improvise.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Yeah, I'm adaptable.
Adaptable.
You cocky bastard. There. What did I tell you? That passage there is going to take us right under the museum.
You called it all right.
You need to have a little more faith in me, chum.
Okay, this one here is me.
All right, remember, that tower's our only way into the exhibit. But we can't even get close with those floodlights on.
We've gone over this.
Just make sure you cut the power by the time we reach the second courtyard.
The lights will be out. I'll have the van waiting at the rendezvous point. Just make sure you get your asses out of there in time.
Fair enough.
All right, enough chat. Let's do this.
Chloe. See you on the other side.
Looking forward to it.
خب بچه‌ها امیدوارم از این گیم پلی خوشتون اومده باشه. یادتون نره که چنل یوتیوب منو حتما سابسکرایب کنین و زنگ نوتیفیکیشن رو هم فعال بکنین که هر وقت من ویدیو جدید آپلود کردم شماها مطلع بشین که بیاین اون ویدیو رو ببینید. اگر از این ویدیو خوشتون اومده مثلا میشه لایک فراموش نشه، نظرتون برام تو کامنت ها بنویسین، حتما میخونم و بهشون جواب میدم. تا ویدیو بعدی فعلا خدا.